The journey of mushroom cultivation begins with creating a hospitable environment for your chosen fungal species. This involves preparing a sterile substrate and introducing pure mushroom mycelium through a meticulous inoculation process. Imagine the substrate as the soil in which you plant your seeds. Just as fertile, weed-free soil is essential for a thriving garden, a sterile substrate is crucial for robust mushroom growth. Inoculation is akin to sowing the seeds themselves. By introducing pure, healthy mycelium into the sterilized substrate, you are effectively planting the foundation for a bountiful harvest. Sterilization and meticulous inoculation techniques are our weapons against unseen competitors, ensuring that our chosen fungi have the upper hand. Before creating a sterile environment, it's essential to understand the distinction between sterilization and pasteurization. Sterilization involves subjecting the substrate to high temperatures under pressure, eliminating virtually all forms of life. Think of it as a scorched earth approach, leaving a blank canvas for your mushroom mycelium to colonize. Pasteurization, on the other hand, is a gentler approach, heating the substrate to a lower temperature for a shorter duration. This method eliminates most common contaminants while preserving some beneficial microorganisms that can aid in mushroom growth. It's akin to weeding a garden, removing unwanted competitors while allowing beneficial organisms to thrive. The choice between sterilization and pasteurization depends on the substrate and the specific needs of your chosen mushroom species. Grain substrates often require sterilization, while hardwood sawdust blocks can benefit from pasteurization. Sterilizing grain substrates typically involves a pressure cooker. Step 1. Preparing the substrate. Rinse your chosen grain thoroughly under cool water to remove any dust or debris. Step 2. Soaking and simmering. Soak the rinsed grain in water for 12 to 24 hours, then simmer for approximately 30 minutes. Step 3. Loading the pressure cooker. Drain the simmered grains, transfer them to heat-resistant containers, and cover with a breathable material. Step 4. Sterilizing the substrate. Place the containers in your pressure cooker, seal tightly, and heat to 15 psi for at least 90 minutes. Step 5. Cooling and condensation. Allow the pressure cooker to cool naturally before removing the sterilized substrate containers. Avoid rushing the cooling process to prevent container damage or contamination. Once cooled, the substrate is ready for inoculation. These steps ensure that the substrate is free from contaminants and ready for mycelium colonization. Proper sterilization is crucial for a successful mushroom cultivation process. By following these steps, you create an optimal environment for your chosen fungi to thrive. Remember, meticulous attention to detail during sterilization can make all the difference in your mushroom harvest. With a sterile substrate, you're one step closer to a bountiful mushroom yield. Maintaining a clean workspace during the inoculation process is crucial to prevent airborne contaminants. Imagine your workspace as an operating room where every surface and tool must be free from potential contaminants. Surface sterilization. Clean all surfaces with a strong disinfectant solution. Air purification. Create a still air environment by closing windows and doors. If possible, work under a flow hood or use a still air box. Personal hygiene. Wash your hands thoroughly and wear clean clothing. Flame sterilization. Sterilize inoculation tools by passing them through a flame until they glow red hot. These steps help create an environment that minimizes the risk of contamination. A clean workspace is essential for successful mushroom cultivation. With a sterile substrate and a clean workspace, we are ready to introduce pure mushroom mycelium. Two primary methods of inoculation are commonly employed: grain spawn and liquid culture. Grain spawn involves using mycelium-colonized grains as the inoculant, offering visual confirmation and being more forgiving for beginners. Liquid culture involves using a suspension of mycelium in a nutrient-rich liquid solution, offering rapid colonization, but requiring meticulous sterile technique. Inoculating with grain spawn. 1. Prepare the grain spawn. Obtain a sterile grain spawn jar or bag from a reputable supplier. 2. Inoculate the substrate. Carefully open the sterilized substrate container and the grain spawn container. Transfer a small portion of the grain spawn to the sterilized substrate. 3. Seal and incubate. Seal the substrate container tightly, label it, and place it in a dark, humid environment at the appropriate temperature. Inoculating with liquid culture. 1. Prepare the liquid culture. Obtain a sterile liquid culture syringe from a reputable supplier. 2. Inoculate the substrate. Carefully open the sterilized substrate container and the liquid culture syringe. Inject a small amount of the liquid culture into the sterilized substrate. 3. Seal and incubate. Seal the substrate container tightly, label it, and place it in a dark, humid environment at the appropriate temperature. Both methods require precision and care to ensure successful colonization. The choice between grain spawn and liquid culture depends on your experience level and the specific needs of your chosen mushroom species. Proper inoculation techniques are crucial for a successful mushroom harvest. By following these steps, you create an optimal environment for mycelium growth. Remember, meticulous attention to detail during inoculation can make all the difference in your mushroom cultivation journey. With a successful inoculation, you're one step closer to a bountiful mushroom yield. The art of inoculation is a delicate balance of science and nature. Mastering this process is key to successful mushroom cultivation. Following inoculation, the inoculated substrate enters a crucial phase: incubation. Creating the ideal incubation environment is crucial for fostering healthy mycelium growth and maximizing your mushroom yield. Darkness. Most mushroom species thrive in darkness during the incubation phase. Humidity. Maintain a high humidity level to prevent the substrate from drying out. Aim for a relative humidity level of 70 to 80%. Temperature. Most species prefer temperatures between 70 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 to 27 degrees Celsius. Fresh air exchange. Ensure adequate fresh air exchange to prevent the buildup of carbon dioxide. Monitoring growth. Regularly inspect your inoculated substrates for signs of mycelium growth and contamination. Healthy mycelium growth appears as a white, fluffy network of threads spreading throughout the substrate. If you notice any signs of contamination, isolate the affected substrate immediately. Proper incubation conditions are essential for a successful mushroom harvest. Mastering the art of mushroom cultivation requires patience, observation, and a willingness to learn from both successes and setbacks. Each successful harvest is a testament to the meticulous execution of sterilization and inoculation techniques. Remember that even experienced cultivators face challenges. These setbacks are opportunities for learning and refinement. By carefully documenting your processes and adapting your techniques, you will develop an intuitive understanding of successful mushroom cultivation. The rewards of this journey extend far beyond the culinary delights of a homegrown mushroom harvest. Join the growing community of mycophiles, exchange knowledge, and celebrate the triumphs and tribulations of cultivating these fascinating organisms. Share your experiences, ask questions, and contribute to the collective wisdom of the mycelial network. Have you experimented with different sterilization techniques or inoculation methods? What challenges have you faced, and how have you overcome them? Your insights could inspire fellow cultivators and contribute to the advancement of this ancient practice. Let us continue to explore the fascinating world of mushroom cultivation together, pushing the boundaries of our understanding and unlocking the full potential of these remarkable organisms.